Hi everyone! So yesterday night I pushed 2 more rank 1s and that was on the Demon Hunter this time, and I did the Natalia rank 1 and the Marauder rank 1, and that was actually a quite interesting experience because I did a 123 with my Natalia God combo, and this is essentially like the God DH. You spin around and you shoot hanging arrows. And before that, I did a 122, 1 tier lower with N6 and 4, which initially I believe to be a stronger build to begin with. But pretty much everyone else was playing Hanging Arrow here. You see all these 100 crossbows and the God set. So this means they're playing the God combo. And both of these builds are extremely close, it seems. So personally, I have to say that it's quite interesting to see this variety on some of the set leaderboards. And not only this, but Natalia theoretically also has a rapid fire, which is gonna win most likely the overall Demon Hunter leaderboard eventually, when some really high Paragon blasters start doing it. Because rapid fire on Natalia is much stronger than an LOD, which is the strongest build there. And you can make some adjustments to make it playable at very low Paragon as well, but you lose a lot of the damage. But looking at this, there might actually be 3 different builds very competitive with each other on the Natalia leaderboard alone. I actually thought this would be worth mentioning because you can really see the effect of these set leaderboards bringing out a lot of variety, a lot of different builds that we haven't played for a long time, or that maybe some people played here and there, but you could never really go anywhere with those. And the same here with the Marauder leaderboards. So it got beaten last night already, and here's like the Hanging Arrow build, and there's the Cluster Bombs build. And I did this in basically like 1 decent rift, but there was nothing crazy. And these builds are also extremely close. There's Hanging Arrow, and a lot of people here are playing Hanging Arrow, as you can see from those one-handed crossbows equipped everywhere, which means they're all playing Hanging Arrow. And I have the crossbow here, and there's actually also some people with Yanks which play a multi-shot. So a multi-shot and cluster bombs is also kind of close. We were actually considering making a full guide for it, but probably not, because cluster bombs should win, and you can just play multi-shot on UE. But speaking of UE, there's also the Hanging Arrow and the multi-shot builds, and they are all also really close. I believe that eventually with enough fishing, the multi-shot might pull ahead very slightly. Interestingly, there's actually no Hanging Arrow to be found at all here on the UE leaderboards, even though I kind of categorize that as a bit better than multi-shot, and Hanging Arrow is also more consistent than multi-shot. But you have the advantage here that you can actually fish for very good rifts on multi-shot and get much more out of those. And well, it's multi-shot, it's fucking badass. On the other sets, on a Demon Hunter specifically, there's not really much variety. So Shadows is Impale, there's nothing else. Then you have God, which is, well, Hanging Arrow. And then you have the no 6 piece, where theoretically you could play a few builds, but there's rapid fire winning way above everything else. Just in general, I really enjoy those set leaderboards. I've been pushing rank 1s on all wizard leaderboards so far. I actually held like 5 or 6 simultaneously at some point. And I've also done Monk rank 1 on every single leaderboard simultaneously. That was pretty cool. And well, now we're going for Demon Hunters. But the thing is, at this stage in the season, like a lot of people ask me, will I go for rank 1 every class, every set at the same time or something? Like, obviously this is not happening. Like, I'm just falling behind more and more every day compared to the big Paragon grinders. I don't have augments. Actually, not having augments is a big issue. So I believe the Blizzard should maybe do something about it, because it would be really cool to compete on more sets, but you can't really, because some people choose to augment this one and some people the other one, and then you just don't get enough gems. So that's kind of an issue here. In either case, I think that is definitely a great opportunity for everyone to try out some of the off-meta sets, because they all have their own leaderboards now. I can just say I'm enjoying the season a lot, and I hope you do too. I know a lot of you guys watch my clears, my rank 1s and whatnot, so I hope you like those. And I definitely have more stuff to come. Most of the clears from now on will probably not be able to end up on rank 1, because as I mentioned, every day it's getting harder and harder. I fall behind more and more because I'm not grinding any Paragons for, I don't know, 1.5 weeks now basically. Obviously there's no way for me to compete at some point anymore for at least the top spot, but these top 10s or something, definitely very achievable still. So stay tuned. Hope you liked this little video, and I'll see you guys next time.